Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda if you're new here. Today I'm going through all my makeup empties and letting you know if I think they're worth the money, if I'm going to repurchase or not. Right off the bat, I just want to say just because I loved a product or hated a product doesn't mean you're gonna love or hate the product that I'm mentioning. So make sure you do your research. Hopefully these videos will just give you a better idea of what products might work best for you. All of the opinions mentioned in this video are my own. Some of these products were purchased with my own money, but some of them were gifted to me, but I'm gonna try to be super unbiased and give you my super honest feedback. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell. Just hit all the buttons. It really does help me so much, more than you know. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting off strong, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite products of the last year. This was such a good launch. This is the Tower 28 Make Waves Mascara in the shade Jet. This mascara is so good. I think this is one of my top favorite mascaras. If you know me, you know I love a curved brush, and this one has a really beautiful curved brush. This gives volume and length at the same time. It does not clump. It just is so good. It separates all the lashes. My lashes really have never looked better than this mascara. I'm not even overhyping it. It's just honestly one of my favorite mascaras ever. By the way, all the products that I'm gonna mention today are going to be linked down below, so be sure to check that out. But yeah, 100% will repurchase this. I already have multiple backups because I'm obsessed, genuinely obsessed. If you haven't tried this, please do. Let me know what you think. I personally think it's gonna change your life, but just my opinion. The next mascara I want to talk about is also a really good one in my opinion. I don't often work through a whole tube of mascara because I have so many mascaras. But this is the Lancome Lash Idol mascara. This is not the waterproof version. I'm not a huge fan of the waterproof version, but the original version is so good. This also has a curved brush. Surprise, surprise. I like what I like, but compared to the Tower 28, I would just say it gives a slightly different look. The Tower 28 mascara gives you more fullness, more drama, a little bit more oomph. This one is more for like the natural, effortless, no makeup, like I'm not even really trying, my lashes just look so good kind of vibe. And I personally really like that. There's a time for thicker lashes and there's a time for just long, fluttery, dull lashes, and that's what this gives me. So I really love this. I already did repurchase it. Both of these mascaras I'm just gonna have in my collection at all times because they're essentials to me. So now I'm going to talk about brow gels. The first one I want to talk about is the PatMcGrath For Brows Major Brow Lamination Gel. When this first came out, I loved it. Loved it, loved it. I had never experienced anything like it before. This brow gel is so strong. Glues your brows into place all day long, they will not budge. I actually did a video in partnership with PatMcGrath reviewing this mascara and it stayed in place all day long. I did a little day in my life video and I had this on my face for the whole day and yeah, just stayed right put. I'm gonna be honest though, my taste in brows has kind of changed, so I don't really go for the super laminated, glued down brow look anymore. But if you're into that look and you haven't tried this, I would definitely highly recommend it. I'm not going to repurchase this just because it's not really my style anymore. I've just kind of grown out of that style, but that's not to say this isn't a fantastic product. It really is, and it's truly unique in my opinion. This is kind of solidified a little bit, but the brush just has these really great spiky silicone bristles that get right into your brows, and it really just gets every single hair. So yeah, that's this one. So yeah, won't repurchase, but really, really great product for those of you who want a really long-lasting laminated brow look. The next brow gel that I want to talk about, I've been obsessed with. This is the Kosas Air Brow Clear Brow Gel. Mine is basically gone. It's a little bit murky just because I've used it so much. I've used this basically every single day. This is definitely more my style, although you can create a really laminated look with this. I like to use this for more of a natural, just brushed up, fluffy brow look. I love the little brush on this brow gel. It's so precise. You can get right in there. It's just so good. I just got a new one of these in the mail. I was about to place an order for another one because I couldn't be without it. And then I got one in PR. So it was meant to be. It's like they knew that this one ran out. But yeah, I obviously would keep repurchasing this one. It's definitely worth it. I really love it. I actually have another Kosas product to talk about. This is their Revela concealer in the shade 01. This one I used all up to the very last drop. I actually love this concealer. It's a clean product. Kosas altogether is a clean brand, and I really like almost all their products that I've tried. I really like this one because of the way it wears underneath my eyes. I find personally that this does not crease as much as other mascaras do on me. It looks really good if you don't powder it for a no makeup look. It just looks super, super natural. If you powder it down, it lasts really well throughout the day. I just really like this product. This one was kind of like a hit or miss in the makeup world. You either loved it or you hate it. I personally love it. I like a good medium coverage, more natural concealer, especially for under the eyes. This one is just so good. The only critique I will say is it did start to smell a little bit weird after I was using it for a little while, and I think that's just because it's a natural product or something like that. I don't really know, but it didn't bother me too much. I still kept using it. I do have one more brow gel. This is by Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Brow Fix Clear Brow Gel. And this one is just okay. I personally prefer the Kosas brow gel. This one is just fine. I don't really have anything spectacular to say about it. It's good, it works, it's just fine. The brush is pretty basic, pretty standard. I don't really have much to say about this. I used it up because it was fine and I did enjoy using it, but it's not something I'm gonna keep repurchasing just because it wasn't special to me. The next product I want to talk about is by Cosmetics. This is their fine liner brow pencil in the shade Brunette. I used this up to the very last drop. I really liked this pencil. The tip is so tiny. I don't know if you guys can really tell, but it's like a very thin oval shape, and I thought the shape was quite unique. It really gave me that hair-like, very light touch on the brows, which I prefer when I'm using a brow pencil. I don't like really thick, heavy, filled in looking brows. This was good. I don't know if I'm gonna run to repurchase it because I have a ton of other brow pencils in this shape now. I do think they were a little bit ahead of their time when they came out with this, because I remember when I first tried this, I was like, wow, this is so tiny and micro. I've never seen anything like it. But since this one came out, a lot of other really good ones came out that I'm working through. So I'm not really in a huge rush to repurchase it, but I would recommend it. I do really like it. If you like Cosmetics and if you like a thin little brow pencil, you're gonna like this one. So yeah, I would recommend it. The next product I want to talk about is one of my favorite products of all time. This is the MAC Brush Brown Brush Stroke 24-Hour Liner. Honestly, no one can tell me any different. This is the best brown liner on the market. This is so easy to use. I love the tip. It's a very, very fine, easy to use brush tip. I just think this is a foolproof product to get that perfect winged liner. I get so many compliments on my winged liner when I use this. This is a very cool brown liner versus a lot of other brown liners that I've tried are more warm. I prefer a cool tone. If you haven't tried this, you need to try it. Let me know what you think. This totally changed my winged eyeliner, liquid liner game. It's just easy to use, the color is on point, and it lasts all day, and that's truly all I'm really looking for in a liquid liner. I don't know about you, but I hate when I get a liquid liner pen and it dries out within the first couple of uses. It kind of infuriates me. It just seems like such a waste, but this one does not dry out. This one lasts me months and months. I'm surprised I haven't gone through more of these, but that's just how long that they last. And yeah, I use this pretty much every single day. I'm wearing it right now. I'm obsessed. Moving on to blush, I have the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand in the shade Pinkgasm here. This one is almost gone. I'm basically just considering it gone because I opened a new one and I just don't use this anymore. I personally love these blushes. Pinkgasm is such a beautiful color. It just gives the most stunning, like, I don't know, like a Madison Beer kind of look. If you know Madison Beer, you know her like super blushy baby doll cheeks. This is it. I think she actually uses this, but I like the glowy blush look. This blush is very illuminating. It's kind of like a highlighter and a blush mixed into one. Some people don't like that. Some people like a matte blush and that's that. But for me, I think this just looks so beautiful on the skin. It looks really natural and glowy and youthful. I'm not like the hugest fan of this packaging, but I'm also not really against it either. I think it's kind of cool, kind of innovative, but I would use it if it wasn't this packaging as well. I have multiples of these and I think I will just always have this in my collection. I think the color is truly something unique and the formula is truly something unique. So I really like this and I really recommend it as well. Next up, I have this lip glow by Dior. I have the shade 007 Raspberry and I really used this to the very last drop. I love this lip balm. I just really love the Dior lip balms. I think the color selection is really beautiful. There's kind of a shade for everyone in there. I don't know if I'm gonna repurchase this one just because I've kind of grown out of that raspberry lip phase. I did pick up the coral color. I'm definitely more into like a peachy coral vibe, as you can see by my cheeks and my lips today. But overall, the formula I will keep repurchasing, just maybe not this shade for a little while. I got 2 of these and used them both up completely, so I was just ready for a change. But I would 100% recommend these. I know they're a little bit on the pricey side, but in my opinion, they're worth it. They make me feel so good whenever I apply them on my lips. I think the packaging is so luxe. With luxury products, obviously they are a higher price point, but for me, when I invest in these kind of products, I bought this with my own money. I just feel luxurious when I'm applying it on my lips. When I pull it out of my purse, I see the beautiful packaging. I just get the Dior experience with a luxury product. It's worth it to me. And if it's worth it to you, then it's worth it to you. No one can tell you any different. So yeah, this is pricey, but to me, it's worth every penny because it made me feel like $1,000,000. I just love these lip balms. Another lip product that I've completely used up is the Makeup Forever Artist Pencil in the shade Wherever Walnut. I've already repurchased this. I think I have multiples of it. I cannot be without this lip liner. This is one of my favorite lip liners ever. This is just the most beautiful pink, natural looking lip liner. Especially for fair to medium skin tones, this is just such a good, versatile, everyday pencil. This has been really popular on social media for a good reason. It's just a really great lip pencil and I think I'll always have them in my kit and also in my personal collection because I truly, truly love this one so much. Finishing off strong, I have one of my favorite products from Charlotte Tilbury. This is their Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. There's only a tiny bit left in this and I actually broke it, so I'm not gonna open it up. But this is one of my favorite pressed powders for under the eyes. I just think it does such a good job of giving you that airbrush finish. I use it under my eyes, all over my face. I think this is really, really worth it. I think this is one of Charlotte Tilbury's very best products. I went and repurchased immediately as soon as I ran out of this. And I think I just will continue to repurchase this powder. I can't find anything that replaces it. There are a lot of loose powders on the market that do similar things to this powder, but as far as a pressed powder, I feel like no other powder that I've tried has kept my makeup in place and given me that flawless finish like this one does. When I use this under my eyes do not crease. It just makes my whole face look flawless whenever I apply it, and I just like having a good pressed powder to keep in my bag for touch-ups. It's easy, mess-free. I would highly recommend this powder if you haven't tried it. And that is it for my makeup empties. I don't have a ton of products, to be completely honest. I think just because I am constantly trying new products, I don't often work my way through an entire product unless I really love it or unless there's nothing else like it. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also hit the bell notification. All of the products that I used today will be linked down below, so don't forget to check that out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.